Welcome back everyone, this is The Real Dark. I'm here with another video on upcoming leaks for Ruan Mei. She's going to be Harmony and Ice type. And like always, I'm going to be talking about her skills, traces, eidolons, and this time in this video, I'm going to be talking about like what I recommend for relics and planar equipment. Okay, first things first, for Ruan Mei's skill set. The first skill set is it's a basic attack. It's called an Orchid Needle. It's a single target. Her energy regeneration is 20. Weakness break of single target is 30. Deals ice damage equals to 130% of Ruan Mei attack to a single target. And now let's go for her skills, which is a support type. String sings in slow twirls. Energy regeneration of 30. Weakness break of 0. And the description for this is, after using her skill, Ruan Mei gains overtone that lasts for 2 turns. The duration of this state decreases by 1 at the start of Ruan Mei's turn. When Ruan Mei has overtone, all ally speed increases by 18% and weakness break efficiency is increased by 50%. So that's something to keep in mind. Now for her ultimate, which is a support type. It's called Shake the Flow, Clink the Cloth. Energy regeneration 5, weakness break of 0, and for the description for her ultimate is, Ruan Mei opens up a field that lasts 2 turns and reduces by 1 at the start of each turn. Increases all type of penetration for all allies inside of the field by 24%, applying Seam Red to every enemy hit. Seam Red extends the weakness break duration for enemies trying to recover from it, plus also delays the action for 15% of Ruan Mei's break effect, plus 10%. Keep that in mind. While dealing additional ice damage equal to 180% of Ruan Mei's ice break damage, enemy target cannot have Seam Red reapplied until recovered from weakness break. Now let's go to talent support. Somato Typical Helix. Energy generation 0 and weakness break of 0. Damage for all allies increased by 37.5% after breaking an enemy's weakness or attacking a weakness broken enemy. Additionally deals additional ice damage equals to 15% of Ruan Mei's ice break damage. And now her attacks on the open world. So if you use just a basic attack on an enemy that is on the open world, the energy generation is 0. Weakness break single target at 30. The attack an enemy, when the battle starts, the enemy's toughness of the corresponding type reduces. Now for her technique in the open world, it's called Wipe the Strings and Sweep the Sleeve. Energy regeneration 0, weakness break of 0. Obtains Wipe the Strings and Sweep the Sleeves. After using the technique at the start of the next battle, automatically triggers for 1 turn an effect to her skill. Triggering this effect does not consume skill points. When Ruan Mei wipe the strings, sweep the sleeves, actively attacking a target in the simulated universe to enter battle will be regarded as attacking their weakness to enter the battle. And this attack can deplete toughness regardless of the weakness type of all enemies. When inflicting weakness break in this way, trigger break effect corresponding to the weakness type of that attack. With every blessing in position, increases the toughness damage of this attack by 100%. At the same time, increases break damage equal to 100% of Ruan Mei's ice break damage. Okay, now let's talk about her traces. On the first 3 groups, we have what is called Breathing Organism. Requires a character session to increases break effect of all allies by 20%. That's pretty good. Next one is going to be the defense, and then break enhance again, which break effects increases by 5.3%. And then the other group, it's going to be, the first one is going to be called Time Grows Reverie. Requires character ascension 4. Ruan Mei's regenerates 5 energy at the start of her turn, which is pretty good. Break enhance, which break effect increases by 8%. And the other one is increases the defense by 7.5%. Okay, the next group is going to be called the Wax Strips Water Burns. When Ruan Mei is on the field, increases damage dealt to weakness break enemies by 24%. And then the other 3 that's connected to that one is going to be speed boost, defense increases, and break effect increased by 10.7%. And then for the last group for the traces, it's going to be break enhance, speed, break effect. Now you can tell like the common stuff for Ruan Mei at this point is going to be break effect. Now for the Eidolons. The first Eidolon is called Neural Replication Embroidery. Overtone duration is extended by 1 turn. When Ruan Mei has an overtone, all allies' attack is increased by 40%, which is good. This is her E1. Retouch Stroll. When an enemy weakness is broken, Ruan Mei's break effect increases by 100% for 2 turns. Not too bad, it's not necessary. Then E3 is just leveling up the ultimate talent. E4 is Divinity and Reflection Bronze. When Ruan Mei is on the field, increases critical damage inflicted by allies' weakness, broken enemies by 40%. Not too bad, although you could increase that with relics and other stuff. Then E5 is skills and basic attack levels. Now for her E6 is called Gaze Amidst the Fall. The field generated by Ruan Mei ultimate lasts for 1 more turn. When Ruan Mei break effect is higher than 180% in battle, the additional damage multiplier of her ultimate increases by 24% for every 10% over this break effect threshold, up to a maximum damage multiplier increase of 240%. Now let's talk about the relic gear that I would recommend for Ruan Mei if you're planning to roll for her and you're in the process of farming her materials, especially the relics and planar gear. My recommendation for her is the fourth piece called Thief of Shooting Meteor. That's because with her 2-piece, it increases the break effect by 16%, and with the 4 pieces, increases the wearer's break effect by 16%. When the wearer inflicts weakness break on an enemy, regenerates 3 energy. And then the second gear that I recommend that is more budget friendly, it will be the Hunter Glacial Forest 2-piece. And because with the 2-piece, you increase Ruan Mei ice damage by 10%. And then for the other 2-piece, you could go for like the 2-piece of the Thief of the Shooting Meteor. Because with those 2 pieces, you get the increased break effect by 16% and plus the ice damage. Or you could go with the break effect and then the attack, the attack increase or ice damage with an attack increase. So you can never go wrong with either of them. Alright, for planar. The planar 2 pieces that I recommend is called Talia Kingdom of Banditry. Because with the 2-piece, it increases the wearer's break effect by 16% when the wearer's speed reaches 145 or higher, which is kind of difficult, but it's manageable. The wearer's break effect increases by an extra 20%, which is good. And the second planar gear that I recommend is called the Springly Bonwa. Because with the 2-piece, increases the wearer's energy regeneration rate by 5% when the wearer's speed reaches 120 or higher. The wearer's action is advanced forward by 40% immediately upon entering battle, which is pretty good. And then the last one I recommend is called the Broken Keel, which is a 2-piece. Increases the wearer's effect rest by 10%. When the wearer's effect rest is at 30% or higher, all allies' critical damage is increased by 10%. And that is it for this video, but I will tell you ahead of time, like, this is not final. It could change once Ruan Mei is released. So it's best to wait until she's officially released with the proper information for skills, traces, eidolons, and people testing what type of gear is recommended for her. So anyways, please subscribe, like this video, leave a comment. I'll see you guys